I promise this is corner infield, even though two of these guys have middle infield eligibility. Also, I promise it's corner infield. Frank, back to you. Jake Cronenworth, Alec Bohm, Jordan Westburg. Start them, sit them, quit them. And if you guys can't tell, unlike last week where I did a bunch of underperforming guys, we're going with guys that are doing really well this year. Yeah. So again, I'll run them back. Jake Cronenworth, Alec Bohm, Jordan Westburg. Start them, sit them, quit them.
Ooh, man. I like all three, man. I like all three a lot.
Yes.
I think I'm going to put Jordan Westburg at the top. I think Jordan Westburg is going to be the start for me. The StatCast numbers are fantastic. I still hate that he plays in Camden because they have that cutout in left field. And I feel like if you put him in Houston, this guy could be like a 30-20 player, like as soon as this season. I still think that he can get to 20-25 home runs this year, but with a really good batting average, this Orioles lineup, mind you, without Jackson Holliday, the top prospect in baseball, I mean, they look awesome so far, and Jordan Westburg is a big part of that. So I will put him at the top. He is the start for me. The sit is going to be Alec Bohm. I know he's riding a really legit hot streak right now. Like, he's just crushing the ball right now. He's hitting the ball hard. Lots of line drives so far this season. And the fact that he is batting in the middle of the Phillies lineup, and just he's more proven than Jake Cronenworth. He's done it for longer. I don't know that this is like a legit breakout season for Alec Bohm. I think it could be his best season, one that he hits maybe 300 with 20 to 25 home runs and really good counting stats in that Phillies lineup. Jake Cronenworth, the StatCast numbers are great. Like, he is hitting the ball really hard. He's barreling it up, but he does play in Petco, so the ballpark favors Alec Bohm a little bit more, and we just haven't seen this from Jake Cronenworth as much, so I don't put as much stock into it. But, yeah, I'm going to go start Westburg, sit Bohm, quit Jake Cronenworth. But the real answer is that I really like all three of these players. I really didn't want to put any of them down, but that is the order I would put them in right now.
That's what I was going for with this. I want you guys to work for this one. Last week felt too easy. I got to make this one a little more difficult. So, Dylan, back to you. Jake Cronenworth, Alec Bohm, Jordan Westburg, start them, sit them, quit them. Where are we going?
I'm going to flip it here a little bit. I'm going to start Bohm just because in that Phillies lineup, I love that he's hitting in the middle of it. Like you said, he's hitting 350 on the year. Just unreal. What's his RBIs at? Of course, it doesn't have it right in front of me here.
Yes, 32 RBI and
32 RBI. There you go. Yeah, unreal.
Crazy.
Putting it up, lighting it up. And then I'm going to sit Westburg. That's where I'm going to flip it a little bit. I hate the left field wall there, and Camden. It's an eyesore. It doesn't. Nothing there. But he's producing real well. So he is a younger player. So I think there may be some regression there. If I recall, I think he is having some swing and miss or some strikeouts. I think that may be the one thing with Jordan Westburg that is the one red flag there. So I think I'll just sit him there. But again, still a really good team. And Cronenworth, just for that same reason in Petco Park. Like, I think that's why I think I'll end up cutting him.
I think you guys both nailed it this time too. This was probably the closest one. I may lean maybe a little more towards Bohm with the quit him. He was, again, in my article I put out today, Bohm is in my sell category. He had like a crazy 10-game stretch where he had in 10 games, he had like 12 extra base hits and 20 RBI and hitting almost 600, which is nuts. And then outside of that, he hasn't been bad outside of that. I think in his other 21 games on the season, he's hitting like 260 with 17 RBIs. So, it's been a pretty good season. So you could make the case for Bohm being out, but it's Cronenworth. I don't know if he can keep this up. You hope he can, but